I'm Ron Snyder. I'm an insurance broker.
And I'm Kyra Snyder. I am a stay-at-home mom.
We got Rico when he was a puppy. He was about 9 weeks old, and we were told a few things that caught our attention. One, he was the pick of the litter, and not really having a full understanding of what we were getting into. We thought we were getting something, this amazing animal. As a couple of years went by, we realized that we had a dog that was very intense and had some behavioral issues.
It got to the point where he was barking and lunging at every other dog that was walking by, and it became a real problem. So we started going through the phone book, looking for trainers. Wasn't really happy with the people that we were talking to. And Rico was such a, he needed a really good trainer. So we were very picky about who we were looking for.
We knew that we were going to have to go out and actually search through the list of dog trainers, and in doing so we heard a couple things that we weren't really keen on, but after speaking with Nick, we knew that we were on to someone who could not only change the dog's behavioral issues but actually make him more of a family dog, so we didn't have that fright of possibly having to put a dog down that was so intense.
And when we got on the phone with Nick, he was very knowledgeable. He specifically worked with German Shepherds among many others, but for us it was the German Shepherd that we really needed. Very knowledgeable, and then when he came to our house, that just kind of sealed the deal, because he obviously, with Rico, knew exactly what he was doing. It's one thing to say you know what you're doing, but to get and meet the animal and watch that interaction, it amazed my husband and I. So we went ahead and let Nick take care of Rico for a little bit, and he was just another dog. He was completely different. We could take him on walks and we weren't embarrassed, and we didn't have to hold him back and hold him down, and he just did a fantastic job for us. So we were very happy with Nick.
Well, Nick did a number of things, but first and foremost, he made it a point to come out to the house and actually work with us, and right in the driveway do some things that he called immediately that we weren't doing to help rectify a few of the problems. He pointed out that Rico was more or less a teenager that needed some guidance, and I was a little bit intense with the training with Rico, and Nick told me that there are some things that you're doing right and some things that you're doing wrong, so you definitely need to take it a little bit easier with Rico, watch what I'm doing, and he really did guide both Kyra and I as far as what we should be doing with him on a daily basis.
We've always had German Shepherds, so we thought when we got Rico that he wasn't anything that we couldn't handle. We soon found out that that wasn't necessarily the case, and decided to go ahead and not worry about the ego thing, that we could do it, and go ahead and call Nick. And I am so glad that we did, because what Nick did is not anything that we could have done. We both have busy lives, busy doing things, and you have good intentions of being able to train your dog, but the fact of the matter is we could not have done what Nick did for Rico, and I'm so glad that we went ahead and had him work with Rico. It made a huge difference.
If you're looking for a dog trainer, someone that knows what they're doing, I would definitely highly recommend Nick and iGuard at iGuard. Reason being is he does know these animals better than anybody who we have interviewed and that we've talked to.
Well, it's easy to just go ahead and pick a name out of the phone book, but when you're working with your animals, and especially one that needed such training as Rico did, because he was so intense, and he was at the point where we didn't know if we were going to be able to keep this dog, because we were worried about him biting somebody. That's not something that you want to just get anybody to do for you. It's very important. This is our family dog, and it's we wanted to have him for his full life, and choosing just anybody out of the phone book wasn't an option for us, and it really paid off in the long run with Rico, because we have friends over now, and Rico is great with them. We take him for walks, and he's not lunging at other dogs and other people. It's just not something that I would recommend picking any old name out of the book. It made a big difference going with a professional as Nick is. We had no intention of getting a second dog, but after Nick worked with Rico and he did such a fantastic job with Rico, we were getting a really good feel for his breeding and his accreditation and his superior quality of dogs that he has. So we decided to go ahead and get one of his puppies. In doing so, he kept us up to date on his puppies when they were going to be born. A couple weeks after they were born, we were able to go in and take a look at all of them, get to know them, the scents and smells, and that rapport building took place from a very early age with the puppies. And part of that process was that Nick was able to match the temperament of the puppy to our family and our needs. It was as if we were adopting a baby. It was from, the very get-go to the very end that he kept us involved and in the loop, and it was a great experience, and we love our puppy from iGuard.
I would definitely look at Nick's puppies. That he has some beautiful animals, German Shepherds that he sells, and no complaints with his German Shepherds whatsoever.
If you're looking to purchase a superior German Shepherd like we were, I would absolutely recommend iGuard. He was fantastic. His breeding, we've had a lot of different shepherds in the past, and to see the difference of going with an iGuard German Shepherd versus the other breeds that we've had, it's an amazing difference, and it's the top quality dog, and I would highly recommend going with iGuard for your next German Shepherd.